The mission of the West Texas Home Builders Association is simple. We exist to create better communities. That goal is clearly evident in our project with Operation Finally Home to build a new home for the family of a wounded warrior. Marine Corporal Anthony Villarreal is a Lubbock native and a graduate of Coronado High School. He was wounded on his third tour of duty while stationed in Afghanistan.
I've got a lot of family members that are in the military. I've watched them grow, I guess as a little kid, as what they become. I did want to go to college, but I didn't feel at the time that it was going to be right for me. And my heart really was set on joining the military as a Marine. When I finally got the chance to join, I told my parents, and they helped me. They signed the paper, and 3 months after I graduated high school, I went straight to boot camp. That day, we had just gotten out of post. We were just standing, it's pretty much security for the rest of the guys that are sleeping. We were up there for 8 to 10 hours, fully awake, watching, making sure nobody crossed into our area where we were operating from. In my vehicle, there was 4 guys. There was a vehicle commander that sat in the passenger seat to the right. There was a machine gunner that was sitting on top of the vehicle, and there was a Navy corpsman that was in the back, a doctor, Navy doctor, and I was the driver of the vehicle. On the way back, our vehicle struck an IED, improvised explosive device, with 700 pounds of explosives in it. It hit dead center in the middle of our vehicle. The machine gunner, it blew him up into the air. He got shot up about 12 stories high, what they say. And he came back down and landed in the engine compartment, which pretty much shattered both his legs and his back. He did receive burns, but not as bad. The vehicle commander was blown out of the vehicle, and he has burns also. The Navy corpsman in the back was not so lucky. He was pretty much KIA, killed in action on contact. I was in the driver's seat, and when the explosion happened, I was still inside the seat. But the guys that saw what happened said that I had opened the door myself and crawled out. I was on fire due to the diesel fuel being sprayed on us. After I was put on the helicopter, that's pretty much the last thing I remember was getting on that helicopter and getting flown out. The therapy was hard. You know, it's pretty much being a little baby. Gotta learn how to walk, eat, shower, use a restroom, all that stuff that a baby has to learn when it's growing up. It's real hard to wake up and see yourself, totally different. Not the same face, not the same, frame of body, nothing like that. It's totally 360. Me and Jessica have been applying for homes for the past year because we knew we were on our way back to Lubbock, and we were seeing if maybe, one of the organizations could help us with the home. Well, I got a call one day from Daniel Vargas, the president of Operation Finally Home, one day and said he was coming down here for a luncheon with the West Texas Home Builders Association, and asked if we wanted to go to the luncheon so we could watch the movie on what they did, and so he can just tell us more about the operation. Close to the end, Daniel and Carl were up there together, and they were talking about how they could help in his organization and build a house for a veteran, a wounded warrior. I thought the luncheon was over. Me and Jessica did. Well, they started talking again, and they said, well, I think we found our family. Daniel looked right at us, me and Jessica, and said, we would like to present a new house to Jessica and Anthony Villarreal for Christmas as a Christmas present. And, with anybody, that just overwhelms you with so much emotion that we couldn't hold it in. And that was when it hit us, is that this operation was for real. Me being a 24-year-old, being a wounded warrior, wounded Marine, owning his own home and being able to go to school is just, the top of the world for me. I couldn't ask for anything else.
Anthony and his wife Jessica will soon move into their new home, fully funded and constructed by the members of the West Texas Home Builders Association. You have the opportunity to see the Villarreal's home in the 2011 Parade of Homes. A portion of the proceeds from the Parade of Homes will be used to finance Anthony and Jessica's new home. To find out more about how you can help the West Texas Home Builders Association or Operation Finally Home, please visit our website at WTHBA.com. We salute the sacrifice Anthony and Jessica have made for our country, our freedom, and our way of life.